What is up, YouTube? Welcome to Panfro Games, and oh my god, it happened. It happened. We have every single brand new Hisuian form and new Pokemon have officially leaked in Pokemon Legends Arceus, and I'm so incredibly excited to show this off. I do want to say, though, that the Hisuian dex that I leaked here right behind me is like 98% correct. The only thing I had a problem with was pretty much that the old genies did not get a new form. However, everything else was exactly correct. So we're just going to dive right into the brand new Pokemon. I'm going to give you my thoughts and feelings on each Pokemon. And I'm going to be showing off all the shiny forms of each Pokemon as well. And some of these shinies are phenomenal. And starting at the top here, we got Hisuian Growlithe regular and then brand new Hisuian Arcanine. Of course, the shinies are on the bottom here. And my god, this Pokemon looks phenomenal. It is a rock fire type. I would give this Pokemon, honestly, I think it's incredible. I think they nailed Hisuian Arcanine so well. I think this is a 9.5 out of 10. I think it's nearly perfect visually. I think the shiny looks pretty sweet as well. Yeah, this is awesome. I'm super excited about this Pokemon. But yeah, Firerock, going to be 4 times a week to water and ground. But luckily, you know, in Legends, it's not going to matter as much as you think it will. And I think it's going to be pretty viable in your campaign. But yeah, I think I'm going to pick up one of these guys for my team. And then next up, we got Hisuian Voltorb and Hisuian Electrode with their shinies on the bottom. I love these shinies. I think these shinies are absolutely great. I just love like the gunpowder, the gunmetal color to the shiny. The Electrode, I think I'm a little bit all right with it. I do like the smile it has. It's the exact opposite of how a regular Electrode is. So, you know, you get the exact opposite of the upside down smile here. And it's very angry. So I do like that. I think I don't know. I think it is a little bit, could have been a little bit better overall. Just because I really like the eyebrow design on Voltorb here. And you sort of just don't get that anymore. But I don't know. I think it's good overall. I'll probably give this like a 7.5. It's good. It's not great. I think the Voltorb is a lot better, but this shiny is awesome. So I definitely would love to get a shiny of this. And now we got Hisuian, Typhlosion, and the shiny. So here's our regular and here's our shiny. So the shinies for the starters are going to have their regular form colors. And sort of honestly, Typhlosion looks a little bit silly, looks a little bit dopey. But we have to understand this, guys. Typhlosion does not have his flames out, right? If there is no flames, we cannot actually properly judge this Pokemon. So I'm going to say this, until we see an image with the actual fire, then we can't judge it. I mean, you guys know what regular Typhlosion looks like without the fire. It looks a little bit dumb too. He just looks a little bit high to me, honestly. But he is a fire ghost type, so that's going to be pretty sweet. I think that typing is awesome. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to be picking Typhlosion as well, just because I love that typing. And honestly, yeah, like I said, I couldn't really judge it. So I'm going to start right now. I'm going to give it like a 7 out of 10, but this could increase, of course. Okay, I love Quillfish. Okay, so we got Hisuian Quillfish in a brand new Quillfish evolution. And this looks wild. I don't know what is going on with these extra spikes here. I think this is a model rip that's gone wrong, personally. I love this Hisuian Quillfish, and I think the shinies are phenomenal too. That light purple and like that gray, honestly, this really reminds me of that one character from Dragon Ball Z who was under Frieza, the pink one. You know, there's like the pink dude and the blue dude who are under Frieza, like the right hand man. This literally looks like that one character from Dragon Ball Z on Namek. So that's really funny, but I actually love this. It's a Dark Poison. We don't know the name of the new evolution yet, sadly, or any of the new evolutions, but I think this is pretty good overall, especially the first form. This is very much a meme, and this sort of looks more like it looks like a mine, like that it would be hovering up in the ocean, but hey, maybe the Pokemon's gonna be really good. Dark Poison is a good typing, so I think I'll give the first form like a 9 out of 10. I love it. And this second form's like an 8 out of 10, but it's just really ugly. But hey, maybe it'll look better in game, because I think this model rip is a little bit ugly. Ooh, and now Hisuian Sneasel and its brand new evolution. So the normal are on top here. And wow, this is a really good Hisuian form. I mean, it's virtually like a color swap for the most part, but it's a poison fighting type, which is really cool. I think it's pretty good typing. I mean, going from dark ice to poison fighting is technically an improvement, honestly, because ice is terrible defensive typing, but poison fighting is actually pretty good for offense. And you're supporting a couple weaknesses, but not anything too major besides you're 4 times weak to psychic. But yeah, I'm a big fan of this. I love this shiny. I actually like the shiny a lot more for the Hisuian Sneasel than the regular. And then we get to the new evolution, which we don't have the name for. But you can see that these claws are really long. This is actually our 4th secret ride Pokemon. So we're going to be on Hisuian Sneasel. Oh, no, as Hisuian Sneasel's evolution, climbing up on the mountain and stuff. That's going to be really sweet overall. And yeah, I mean, poison fighting looks good. I mean, this is like the same, so I'm gonna give this like a 9 out of 10. I think this is really good, both of them, but I like the shine a little bit more. And I think this is like an 8.5. It sort of looks a little bit dopey. It's just sort of tall Sneasel. It's a little bit weird because this looks really tall, especially how you would think Sneasel would look. And like when you think of Weavile, this looks like it'll probably be taller than Weavile as well, which I think is really interesting. But I sort of do like it, and I'm very interested in seeing it in motion. I think this Pokemon will get better in motion. So this is a really weird one, guys. We got new forms for Dialga and Palkia. And yes, these are new forms. I wanted to say they're Hisuian forms, but maybe like origin forms. And so to break this down, here's the regular on the left side, and the shinies are here, right? To break this down, remember what Arceus looks like? You know how Arceus has this around him, but also like this circle thing too? Well, when you fuse these two together, you're gonna get Arceus. There's no new form of Arceus, I'll tell you that. But in Pokemon Legend, not in like Pokemon Legends, but like in lore, Pokemon lore, Arceus, we never actually meet the original Arceus. The Arceus that we know is a fragment split from the original Arceus. The original Arceus was a combination of Dialga, Palkia, Arceus, and Giratina as one Pokemon, right? And the Arceus that we know is just like a fragment of that power. So I'm thinking originally this is what they actually ended up looking like. I mean, clearly these are official models, so this is what they did look like, which is very interesting. I mean, they're both like, I mean, I guess because Arceus is a deer, so we sort of got like these, like, I mean, this is like a horse, absolutely a horse with the hooves here. And I mean, sort of like a centaur type of look as well. So it's very interesting. I really personally don't like these designs, but maybe it'll look cooler in motion. I think both of these are like 6s out of 10. Like, they're not great, but I mean, I think lore-wise is going to be cool, and I think for the story, it gets me really excited. So now we got Hisuian Samurai with the normal on the left, shiny on the right. And so this is going to be water dark. So I am a little bit disappointed by this personally, because I am a big Oshawott Dewott fan, and I never liked how it became from an otter to like a seal. But, you know, it is what it is, right? And I do like the color. The colors are sick. The big whiskers. This is very, like, samurai looking, like, shogunate sort of vibes I get from it. And I think the big thing is, similar to Typhlosion, is how does this look in motion? Because we know that Samurai can go up on all four, like, go up on his 2 legs and get the sword from out, you know? He, like, gets his swords out like that. So I sort of think we got to see this in motion to better judge it. But just from this, I'm not too impressed. It's still like a 7 out of 10. I guess a 7.5 to me, because I really do like the color scheme a lot. And I do like what the whiskers going on. I just wish a little bit more was happening here, but we'll have to see. I do think that's a little bit of a disappointment with Typhlosion and Samurai. I wish more was going on with them. But like I said, we'll have to see them in motion to really get a good idea. So now we got Hisuian Liligan, which still just evolves normally. And here's the normal, and the shiny is actually the Unova Liligan colors, which I think is pretty cool that they do that. I actually really like this. This is a very Hisuian vibe, very Japanese vibe to me, like a lily. I think this is beautiful. This is a grass fighting type too, which I think is going to be cool. honestly, it's really focusing on sort of like the legs here. So I imagine this Pokemon's going to be kicking a lot. I mean, the arms are like blades too. So there's a lot going on here. I mean, I'm thinking like katana hands, but like Chun-Li kicks going on. So that's pretty interesting. I do like this. I give this an 8 out of 10. I think they nailed the idea. So we actually got a new form of Basculin as well. So yeah, we got a new form of Basculin, and I believe this is actually the shiny version of Basculin down here as well. So we got the regular, and here's the shiny, and then here's Basculin, which we already know about, whose water goes, and this is just regular water for Basculin. But we actually have two forms. Like in similar to the Unova region, that, Basculin has two forms. Well, Basculegion has two forms. We don't know how you actually get the two different forms, but here's the one that we actually canonically ride on. But we also get this one as well, which is, and you can see the face is different. So this one's more angry, but this one's more dopey and sad, which is interesting. And here's the shiny variants, and I love this shiny. I think the regular is already incredible, but I absolutely need this shiny. That's a 10 out of 10 shiny for me. The dopey one, I think the shiny is actually really good too. Yellow and green's a good combination. But I mean, obviously, like, I think Basculegion is personally a 10 out of 10 for me. I already loved this Pokemon before. I mean, it's not newly revealed. The Basculin is like whatever. It's like a 7. It's fine. It's good. It does its job. A little bit weird with the crook nose here, but that's okay. But I think the fact that there is a new form is cool, and I just sort of like how it's winged up here instead of like sharp and angry. So I do think this is really cool. Overall, 10 out of 10 for me. And so we already had Zorua and Zoroark Hisuian forms, but now we got the shiny. And oh, this purple and white is beautiful. I need this in this blue and white. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I need these shinies. Incredible. I mean, also, I think this is another 10 out of 10 design in general as well. And we got shiny Hisuian Braviary, which I love. I actually love this so much more than the regular. I thought the regular looked really dopey, and I was not a big fan of it. But this is so good. This is so good. This reminds me of like the Japanese crow motifs that you get a lot in like anime and stuff, and probably their folklore. So I think this is really cool. I'll give that like a 8 out of 10. So now we got Hisuian Avalok. Actual new stuff going on. It is Ice Rock, normal on the left, shiny on the right. And wow, this is very interesting. It is very rocky. I actually like this a lot more than the original. I like this head is an icebreaker. It's breaking the ice. I mean, Ice Rock is terrible type combination, but because we don't have abilities in this game or anything like that, and stats are a lot different, this can actually be great. So I don't know. I think this is pretty cool. And yeah, I think this is actually like a 9 out of 10 design. I think the design's 9 out of 10. I just think the Pokemon ends up being pretty bad overall though. And here's a phenomenal one. We got Hisuian Sligo and Hisuian Gudra with the normal on the top and the bottom being the shinies. And wow, I actually love the snail. Like, I really love this just going into a snail like a hermit crab. I love this. I think this is incredible. This is a 10 out of 10 to me. This is a huge improvement. I'm a big, absolute fan. And wow, this Gudra looks great. I actually love the large antennas. I mean, so this is actually a steel dragon type. Let me bring that out. This is a steel dragon type, which is really good typing. It's very, I don't know. This looks sick. I don't know. I like the shiny too. But man, I think this nails. Like, this is a 10 out of 10. I think this is a 9 out of 10. I think it'll look better in person. The shell, I wish we had like a 3D model to actually like turn around and see how the shell works. But I think this will look better in person to me. But I think this is a 10 out of 10 right here, honestly. So I'm super excited for that. And now we got Hisuian Decidueye. And I think some people are sleeping on this. And fun fact, this is the normal on the left, and I love that because it is autumn colors. Japanese red maples are phenomenal trees. They're incredible, like in Ghost of Tsushima, and they nailed. I think this is actually the best starter. It's grass fighting, by the way, so that's pretty cool too. They nailed this. They nailed the archer look completely. If you have ever looked at traditional Japanese gear, this nails the straw hat. This nails the arm thing that a lot of Japanese soldiers would wear back in the day in feudal Japan. absolutely in love with the design. This design is a 10 out of 10. And part of me actually wants to pick this Hisuian, and this was the one I wanted to pick the least. But I may actually pick this over Typhlosion now. But we shall see. And the shiny is original colors, which is pretty nice too. And now we got Weirdeer. Shiny, it's very similar to how Stantler's is. Nothing too incredible. I think overall this is like a 7 out of 10. It's alright to me. Cleaver Shiny, I really like the green. I think this is pretty sweet. Honestly, it's nice. I mean, Cleaver overall, I think, is like a 10 out of 10 design overall as well. And now we got the new genie form. No name on the new genie, but this is the genies from like Landorus, you know, Thundurus, Tornadus. Now we got the fourth one, and this one is fairy flying, as you can tell. The normal are on the top, shiny are on the bottom here. And I actually love the design here. So it's based on a Genbu, Ogubu or whatever, and it's, I don't know, Genbu. And Genbu is a Japanese demon who's a turtle and a snake. So in its Therian form, it's, you can see turtle and snake. I mean, obviously, it's got hearts all over itself. Got kissy lippies because, you know, it is a fairy type. And yeah, this is absolutely incredible. I love this design of this version. I think this one's very derpy, but you know, hey, I'll take it. It's not as good as this one. I think this one is honestly like a 10 out of 10. I think this one's like an 8 out of 10 to me. But this nail, this is perfect. I love this Pokemon. I think it's going to be incredible because fairy flying, really good typing. And if it's anything like Thundurus, Tornadus, or Landorus in their damage, especially like Landorus, this is going to be an absolute monster of a Pokemon. I also assume this is going to be one of those endgame quest Pokemon you'll be catching. Also sort of reminds me him from Powderpuff Girls, if you ever watched that show. And our last Pokemon is the brand new evolution to Ursaring, which is a ground normal type. We do not have the name, but it is based on a moon bear yokai. There is a Japanese folklore about a bear in the woods that eats people. And I love this design. I think this design is incredible. I do want to see this Pokemon stand on 2 legs. I want to see how big it is and how much bigger it is than an Ursaring. But yeah, this is for me. This is like a 10 out of 10 as well. I love the shiny. They just nail it. And when I say a 10, that means that like it nails the Pokemon completely. I like this is like such a good addition. And yeah, honestly, I love it. I love like the moon here with the clouds. Like the dirt ends up being clouds over the moon. I think that's a really good motif overall. And yeah, it just looks phenomenal. So yeah, that is all the brand new Pokemon Hisuian forms in Pokemon Legends Arceus. Please let me know in the comment section below which one's your favorite, what Pokemon you're going to be starting off with for your starters, and what your team's going to look like, because I'm incredibly excited. I cannot wait to cover this game further, and I'll be streaming this game, making guides for this game. So definitely want to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out, and have a great one.